Tamika Belcher, Soul Broadcasting, thanks for being in here. Planner Perfect, thanks for jumping in here. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Marcel, I haven't seen you in a minute. Hey, Kim, ATL Calligrapher. Totally Laura. Laura Husson, good to see you, Laura. It's been so long. Congratulations. Congratulations on the new addition to your family. I haven't seen you live in so long, and I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you here. Hey, Jets fan. Hey, Kim, good morning. Deadbeat Docs, good to see you. Good morning, Lo. Tommy Norman, thank you for being here as well. Mrs. Discipline as well. Thank you so much. Undeniable. I am Bunny Rowe. Good to see you in here as well. You scoped twice today. Oh, you're back. That's so awesome. The whole community has missed you. But again, you have family to take care of, so that makes perfect sense. Ozzy Motivates, good to see you. Hey, how's it going? Sandy. Good to see you, Sandy. Always a pleasure. Good morning, DMT, Rainbows and Sunshines, Boston. Good to see you, E. Nicole. Thank you so much for being here. Oh yes. No, it's my Galaxy Note. Actually, it is a new phone. Since you haven't been in a while, you haven't seen my scope. It's the Galaxy Note, and the lighting's a little bit different. Hey, Andrew Bolin, good to see you as well. I got amazing heavyweights in here. This is crazy. I mean, you got Deadbeat Docs in here. It's phenomenal. Totally Laura. Yes, I know. I was on a crappy phone before. It was a Samsung S3. I got For Humanities in here as well. Andrea Bolin from Biz Babes. Follow her. Check out For Humanities, who has a socially conscious t-shirt line. Laura Husson is phenomenal. She's in the UK, but she's yes, I missed Summit, Nick. I couldn't make it. I was out of town. Seen some friends and stuff. Oh wow, that's so cool. Yeah, I guess what's happening is I changed the light a little bit differently. So I'm in my car at the same place I normally take it, but the difference is it's usually reversed. So rather you see the building behind me, usually it's the other way around. I'm facing the building. And maybe that's why, because the sun is to my right now. Before it used to be to my left. So that's the difference, I think. You guys are phenomenal. You guys are all being in here as well. I missed Periscope Summit, but I want to give you guys a quick something I learned this weekend, actually. As a matter of fact, I learned this yesterday, and I gave an impromptu speech. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that really quickly to a college basketball team. Oh, you're welcome for the encouraging quotes. I do those for me as well. Those actually give me a level of joy and peace as well. Hey, DMT, yeah, I was traveling, so I try not to scope when I'm with people that I haven't seen in a long time. I'll talk a little bit more about what I did this weekend, in addition to what my message is today. So, do me a huge favor to get started. If you're new to my scope, do me a huge favor and put a 1 in the chat box so I know. I want to know how I do my introduction. The second thing I ask of you guys to do, hey, Beth Hoover 1, Chastity, good to see you guys. Hey, One God's Angel, thanks so much. ATL Calligrapher, I appreciate you being here. I see True No Lies, Planner Perfect, that is awesome. Gemini 1972, thanks for being in here as well. Tommy Norman, thanks for seeing you here as well. NTR Girl 2, good to see you as well. Hello, Tips So Golden. I appreciate that. Miss Smarty Mar, good to see you as well. Thank you so much. Happy day to you as well. So, wait, sorry about that. No worries. Today sucks a wonderful day. It's such a wonderful day. Yes, Jets fan. It's an amazing day. Every day's an amazing day, like when you make a decision to go after what you want. Thank you so much, Laura. I appreciate that. You are awesome, so I appreciate that. I learned so much from you. So it looks like you're shooting. Oh, really? This is awesome. Thank you so much. It has something to do with the connection and probably with what's it called? With the lighting. So I got to start doing it this way. I'm so stoked. Thank you so much. Maybe I had to do an update. I missed it. I don't know. All right. Yes, these glasses are off the charts. Damn, Verizon. Exactly. It must be Verizon because I'm on Sprint and everything is like golden. All right, let me tell you who I am. Thank you so much. Don't have it here anymore, but my name is Ebongeka. I'm a certified public accountant in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm also the author of the best-selling business book, Start Me Up, The No Business Plan, Business Plan. If you have an idea for a business, you don't know where to get starting, you don't know where to start, this book actually helps you get there. I'm also the founder of Economics, where we focus on your mission, your mindset, and your money, and the importance of working with entrepreneurs and small business owners, coaches, authors, speakers, whatever, to set their pricing for their products and services and eventually maximize their pricing so they can maximize their profits in the process. And I also speak a lot about motivation. I'm a speaker. I'm also a TV finance contributor for a variety of networks, in addition to TEDx speaker, Huffington Post blogger, and a whole myriad of other things as well. Yeah, please, prayer line, catch you on the rebound. Thank you so much for sharing that, Kim. Today I want to share with you the 4 C's. The 4 C's to greatness and realizing the dream and living the dream that you want. And it's going to be a relatively quick scope. I'm working a lot better. On my speaking and trying to cut things down and not get, preoccupied with stuff. But obviously it's a little different when I'm answering questions. Just being the man. Thanks so much, Danielle. That's awesome. I appreciate you saying that. And yesterday I had an opportunity to go back to my college, where I went to school in Grand Rapids, Michigan, called Calvin College. I watched a game. One of my best friends actually is coaching another team in the same conference. And we played college ball together at that school. And it was kind of very surreal for us to go back, for me to go back. And also Lo came with me as well. It was very surreal for me to go back. I hadn't been back there in over literally, I don't know, I can't remember, like 13, 14 years. Yes, and gas was like 99 cents a gallon. I saw a couple for $1.70, but there were a few that were like 80 cents, 90 cents. It was crazy. And the thing that when I was there for the game, it was surreal because my old college coach was coaching, and one of my best friends is coaching against him, and they did really well. See, I know I didn't get a chance to meet Doug, to see Doug. We were only in Grand Rapids for a little bit, and then we had to go out to another city. But the thing I realized was this. So the team that my friend took over had a history of losing. They had a culture of losing. They had consistent losing. They were 500 or below every single year. They never won anything. People never took them seriously. They usually only had one guy that was somewhat decent. Probably couldn't play on other teams. I mean, I heard a rumor of a Vegas. That'd be kind of cool, Vegas Summit. And so for the most part, the team that my friend took over had this culture, had a negative culture, a culture that lacked growth, that lacked commitment. That lacked commitment to greatness and to being the best version of themselves that they had. And within a 3-year period, he's turned this team around. This team went from being unranked and unthought of to being a nationally ranked team right now. They've beat at least 3 nationally ranked squads this past year so far, and lost to one of the other ranked teams by 1. They beat the number 4 ranked team in the country last year. And so with that being said, what people have to realize is 3 years is a short time to turn around a program, to turn around a structure. Usually we have this happen over a longer period of time, but that says a lot about who he is. And so when I was there, I actually gave like a 10-minute speech to the team at large. And this is basically what I came up with, and I came up with this on the spot. It was a 4 C's for greatness and leaving a legacy. Do me a huge favor and invite your friends and followers and share this out. If you like the things that I share, a lot of the times I'll love it, and I appreciate it if you can extend the value and bring other people into the scope. And so, basically, this is the 4 C's. I completely agree with you, True No Lies. And I have the principles of economics, which is one thing. But I for this particular experience, there were the 4 C's, and I think this is applicable to anybody. If you are in the middle of your dream, starting your dream, and you're stuck, you're not really sure where to go. The first thing was there was a level of commitment. So I saw the way these guys played. They liked each other. They enjoyed each other's company. They committed to one common goal. That's why something like a military always works, because there's a commitment to a common goal. And within that whole sphere of the army or the military or whatever, there's small little goals, but there's a larger commitment, right? And to that point, is in the military's perspective, is country and protecting the country. For this particular team, their goal, their commitment was to be the best version of themselves while they played. The second one, after commitment, right, comes competency, right? So competency comes next, because when you have a level of commitment, you will continue to drill. You will continue to do the things that are necessary. You will continue to do the things that are difficult. You will do the things that are required of you, because you know what the goal is. You know what the end game is. If you're trying to write a book, you know what your end game is. So every single day you will write. Every single day, regardless of whether you feel like it or not, you will write. If you have a business, every single day you will dedicate time towards that business. You will dedicate your experience, your efforts, your energy. You will not allow other things to derail you. Why? Because you have the commitment, and then you also you're developing your competency, right? When you have a level of competency, the second one is confidence. When you have a level of competency, the third one is confidence. Confidence comes after you have competency. Ask yourself a simple question. Well, somebody asks you to go do something you've done for hundreds of years, right? I say hundreds, loosely, say for a decade or two, right? Anything that you know how to do, drive to your office. You've done it so many times, you know how to do it. You've driven to so many places, so many times you've driven to that place. Regardless of where you are, you know how to get there without fail. You know how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know how to cook a certain meal. You have that one go-to dish. You have that one go-to drink. You have that one go-to something, because you've done it repeatedly. And as a result of that, you've developed a level of competency, right? And after, because of competency, the confidence follows. And so confidence is really important. When you have confidence, the confidence comes because you're so comfortable with what you've already been doing for the last several years, the last several months, the last several weeks, that it becomes second nature. And what people don't realize is it becomes part of your habits. So when I was sharing this with a team, because they've been playing so intently together, right? They made a commitment. The last one I'll tell you in a second. The first one, they made a commitment to a common goal. They bought into their leader. They bought into their coach. They bought into the leaders on the team. And because they drilled so much, they developed a core competency in what they were doing. They were competent in what they were doing, right? The plays they run. It was automatic. I watched them play another team, and the other team lacked some of the C's. As a result, they didn't know what to do in difficult situations. They had a level of competency as a result. They had a level of confidence that came after. So if something were to change, they were confident in what they were doing. The last is culture. So what ended up happening is, because they had the first 3 C's, the remainder was culture. They develop a culture. They develop a culture of winning in that short period of time. So if you're in your business, whatever you're trying to do, whatever mission you're in, that last piece of what you're doing is a level of culture that starts to build. So what does culture mean to you and to I? It basically means this. You won't allow things to happen to you that take away from your greater goal, your greater mission. You won't allow time wasting. You won't allow negative people in you, because you believe in the importance of your culture. You won't allow people come with their negative dump on you emotionally. You won't allow people come here to troll you with negativity and ridiculous advice. You know what you're going towards, what you're supposed to be going to. So our culture starts to build. And then you start attracting people who actually buy into that culture. The kind of people you meet on Periscope, the kind of people you meet in your life, people in your family. You'll start distancing yourself from people who aren't contributing to that culture. The culture of greatness, the culture of the attitude of greatness, the culture of leaving a legacy. You understand what I'm saying? Cynthia Basin's in the house. Thanks so much for being here. The amazing Basin. I appreciate you being in here. Thanks so much, guys, for sharing this out. Tamika James, thanks for being in here. Catch the replay. If you're in here late, do me a favor and catch the replay. So, let me just recap this real quickly. I understand I had to share these 4 C's with this team. These are about 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old kids, right? And I had to share this with these guys because, again, they didn't realize they were on the cusp. I told them I had watched this team, right? For years ago, they were the laughing stock of our league for decades. They never won anything for decades. They were the bad news bears for decades, right? But for some reason, my buddy being the coach, he came in and instilled these 4 C's. They didn't know what that was called. I coined the 4 C's, but they came in and instilled these 4 C's. And as a result of that, the culture is shifting. And when you have a culture shift, you have a movement. When you have a movement, walls get built, right? Monuments get erected. Championships get won. Plain and simple. When you look at basketball as an example, look at the Chicago Bulls and what happened with Michael Jordan. Before Michael Jordan came in, the Bulls were kind of like seesawing all over the place. But after Pippen and Jordan, it wasn't enough to be a very good player. They created a culture, right? They created a culture following the 4 C's. And so let me recap with you guys real quickly. Hey, how's it going, Joey Giggles? Thanks for being in the house. I appreciate you being here. Hey, Kara Allen, good to see you. These are the 4 C's to greatness and leaving a legacy, and that are really important. And you can apply this to your life. You can apply this to your business. You can apply it to your family. You can apply it to whatever you want to do in your life that matters to you, that's important to you, that takes up your time. It's really important. The first one is a commitment. You have to make a universal commitment to what you want, right? If you make a commitment, right, it requires you make the decision and you make the commitment. Without the commitment to what you want, you'll be like a flag in the wind that's flapping in every different direction that the wind blows. And how many people do you know in life live their lives that way, flapping in the wind like a flag? People who are committed are more rigid. They know that there's a certain direction they need to go. And they can't be moved by the elements. They can't be moved by emotions. They can't be moved by thoughts. They can't be moved by the media telling them that the economy is going down the tubes. All of that is irrelevant to people who have a level of commitment. After you have commitment, you have competency because you've committed to the process. As a result, you start doing things to develop your competency. Whatever you're going to be good at. So competency, another word for competency, is figuring out what you're going to be good at. What are you going to sell? What opportunities are you going to take advantage of? Who are you going to help and how will you help them? Because you've developed a level of skills that people will pay you money for. In this case, for basketball, they're drilling. They're doing the plays. They're making passes crispy. Everything is crisp. It's not lazy, right? There's a commitment to excellence. So when you have commitment, next you have competency. As a result of your competency, when you become more competent in what you're doing, comes confidence. You have a level of swag that comes in because you know what you've been doing for so long. You have muscle memory. Your muscles know what you've done for weeks, for months, for years. And you've dedicated yourself to that path. And the last, right? The last is your culture, right? So the culture starts to change. So after you have confidence, your culture changes. People around you change. The people that you have dear to you will change. They'll either join your movement or they will leave your movement. But at least you have a culture in which greatness can be set upon. It becomes the foundation for what you decide to do in your life. Whether it be sports, whether it be business, whether it be life, whether it be your family. There's a culture. There's people whose homes are unruly, kids are unruly, right? And you look at the culture, the little things are what being missed. You look at people's homes where there's structure, right? I'm not talking about the parents. I'm talking about just the way people treat each other, the way people have a central focus, the way they have a mission. You look at that, the culture is not really there. Same thing happens with, again, organizations are all the same. It could be a business organization, a company, it could be a team, it could be a family, it could be friendship. They're all organizations. Organizations are people coming together and for one common goal or one common good. So whether you're a sports team or a basketball team, or it's your team for your business and your job, or it's your company's team, or it's your family team, whatever team it is, those 4 C's all play a role in that. So as a result, I want to challenge you to revisit today. If you're not happy where you are, you don't happy where you want to be, and you know you're on a level of greatness, you're on a cusp of getting somewhere great, I want you to take a look at that. Have I made the commitment, right? Have we made the commitment? Has my team made the commitment? Secondly, am I building up my core competency? Am I confident in what I sell and what I'm talking about? Next, do I have a level of confidence in sharing that? If I'm so confident, if I know I'm confident in what I talk about, that's why I speak with so much authority, the things that I know about. I can't talk about everything, but the things that I do talk about, I can share with confidence because I've built up my competency over the years. And as a result because of the confidence, the culture changes. I don't let people do and treat me in any kind of way. I don't have negativity around me. I remove people who aren't contributing to the culture because I'm committed to the greatness. I know you're committed to the greatness too. There's greatness inside of you. You know you got to pull it out, but you can't pull it out if you don't have the other 4 C's, in line with that. Culture doesn't come if you don't have the commitment, if you don't have the competency, and if you don't have the confidence. It's plain and simple. But you guys have been great. Right, I want to remind you guys, I need to get rid of, you got to get rid of the negativity around you. Again, if you guys want to copy it, hey, Kevin Madison's in the house. That's my dude. Check him out too. Kevin Madison's phenomenal. He's like my money mentor. Check him out. He does a lot of amazing scopes. Just killing it. Very melting your brain type scopes. Check him out. Really happy he's in here. Heavyweights in here. I got E. Nicole. I got amazing Bazin. Cynthia, the smart chick. Phenomenal people. Laura Huston was in here. Andra Bolin. Like, I'm flabbergasted. A lot of great people. Dr. Hightower, ridiculous, man. Thank you for being in here, my friend. Thank you, DMT. Danielle, she calls me the ways of life. Kind of like give you direction. You know what? That's just kind of how I'm trying to live myself too. I'm trying to find other people to help direct me. I don't want to be the first. I'm the kind of guy that follows Columbus. I don't want to be Christopher Columbus. I want to be the guy after, or a couple guys after him, after they've already blazed the trail. So yes, he melts brains with your words, man. Like, your brain's like, man, you got to take time to absorb it and like use it and put it into your spirit. So thank you so much, guys, for being in here. Kim Spire, thanks so much for being in here. We're gonna catch up soon. Joey Giggles, you're awesome. Thank you, Tommy Norman. Thanks for being in here as well. I'm a huge fan of I love it. We all support each other. So I'm so thankful. Beth Hoover in here. She's phenomenal. Thanks so much. Keeping up with the Darkos, Chris Dukes, Angela, Aretha, Carol, Blaine, Tanya, Sandy Smith, killing it. Marcel Andres, I love your Instagrams, Marcel, with your food stuff. Eating clean. Phenomenal commitment. Let me talk a little bit about Marcel. Thank you. Daniel Gibson in the house. Thank you so much, man. Thanks so much, Mr. Gibson. David Gibson in the house. I'm really appreciative of you being here as well. Thanks so much, David. Marcel is an example. He has a level of commitment in what he's doing. You take a look at his Instagram. Every day he's taking a picture of the food he's eating. He's eating clean. He's working out. There's commitment to it. But because he has commitment, he's confident in what he's doing. He knows exactly what to eat and how to eat. From that comes confidence. After confidence, he has a level of culture. He won't allow, nonsense, BS food to come into his life. He won't allow other people to come in as a result, because he's created that. He's using the 4 C's. He knows what his end's going to be like. The same thing applies to everything you guys want to do in your life. You can apply the 4 C's to them. And that way you can get what you want and live what you want and have what you want and be what you want. You can get everything you want if you decide to make that commitment. Bertrand McHenry, good to see you. Always a pleasure, my friend. Thanks for being in here. You can check out more about my book at startmeupbook.com. Replay viewers, do me a favor. Exactly. Please, thank you, Cynthia. Share the broadcast. Paul Williams, what's up? Yeah, do me a favor, share the broadcast if you can, as well as give me the hearts. I appreciate it. And also, you can also find out more about economics at economics.com. Totally for your jokes. You guys are phenomenal, guys. I love the Periscope community. It's been a while I haven't been out here, so I appreciate you guys giving me some love. Thank you so much for inviting your friends and followers.